Well, in a much earlier than normal post, the COD blog detailed our full reveal of Black Ops 6 Season 1 Reloaded. There's quite a bit to go over, some expected, some brand new, and some kind of surprising stuff today that I wanted to run down with you. So here's what you need to know about Season 1 Reloaded and the reveal that we had today. So drop your thoughts as we go along, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all things Black Ops 6 as we chase down 700,000 subscribers now. Would love to have you along for that ride, but anyways, let's get into it. So the big focal point of the mid-season update, like on a marketed sense, is the Zombies map, that new Citadel Day More map, and everything that comes with it, which I do want to focus on a bit, but I know that probably the majority of viewers here on the channel are multiplayer first. So we'll start with that, then work our way into Zombies, and then into Warzone. So for multiplayer, we'll end up seeing 3 new maps coming at launch, or rather 3 variations of maps that are new, a remaster, and a thematic reskin. Hacienda is a remaster from Black Ops 4. Rackets is a new map in the Strike variation, so smaller 2v2 combat or 6v6 if you play face-off. And then Nuketown Holiday is a thematic reskin of Nuketown that we have right now. Hacienda, like I said, Black Ops 4 remaster, really stoked to have this one coming back. Always love this back in the day, and really curious to see if we'll see this make its way into the CDL and ranked play rotations, like kind of quickly replacing some of the base maps like we saw last year for the 2009 Modern Warfare 2 remaster maps with Modern Warfare 3. That's something only time will tell, but Racket is a brand new Strike map again for 2v2 and that claustrophobic 6v6 play and face-off. The TAC map looks a little larger than some of the other Strike maps, but I also kind of think that might just be because of how cluttered it is, like quadrants of cells and storage areas. Maneuverability kind of seems like it's going to be all over the place, like a lot of tight corridors, kind of reminding me a bit of Pit, but also without the sort of opening central portion that's as wide open as Pit has, but who knows. Curious to see how this one will play off in that face-off and 2v2 play. And then Nuketown Holiday is just a thematic reskin of Nuketown that we have, meant for the holidays, as the name suggests. Admittedly, the multiplayer content for weaponry is a little different, not as straightforward as we initially thought. With the blog post revealing Season 1, it seems like we see a couple of different weapons, what we have upcoming, all dropping at the mid-season update, but instead it's kind of a progressive rollout of how some of these will be because they are tethered to events, and we have more than one here with this upcoming second half of the season. Firstly, the Maelstrom shotgun is going to be the only one we see at the mid-season update, it appears. This is going to be a reward for the Merry Mayhem event, which we'll touch on in a second, but it's split up from the AMR Mod 4 Sniper that's a part of the Archie's Festival Frenzy event coming after the Merry Mayhem event. That AMR Mod 4 Sniper is the Barrett 50 cal. As we mentioned, it's in a different event starting on the 19th of December, so it is going to be something that's a little bit later in the season here after this update and seems to take a little bit of time to unlock. We'll get to that in a second. And the Cleaver is an unspecified event reward, though looking at the base previews of the events, it kind of looks like it's also going to be coming on the 19th and that Festival Frenzy event. The special weapon attachments, the XM4 burst conversion, will be first up in the Merry Mayhem event, and the Compact 92 burst fire conversion will be in the Archie's Festive Frenzy event. We'll also see new loadout content coming in those events as well, where the Shrapnel Radar Recon Tier 3 perk is something that will highlight injured targets from your lethals, tacticals, or field upgrades on your minimap. That's going to be available in the Merry Mayhem event, and the High Roller Wildcard is something that's mentioned to be in season. So while it's not listed anywhere, it could be something that's a part of the Festive Frenzy event because there's a couple of things here that look like it might be, but we don't know that for sure. But speaking of events, again, mentioning these so much, how are they going to work out with this mid-season update? Well, the schedule of events is the Gobblegum Mania and Merry Mayhem event, both coming on December 5th to the 19th. The Gobblegum Mania is only zombies, so that's going to be an exclusive one here to celebrate the launch of Citadel Day More. Merry Mayhem is across all 3 main modes, and then Archie's Festival Frenzy is going to start on December 19th and go until January 3rd. So Merry Mayhem is going to be an XP-based event, it looks like, with 10 tiers of rewards to get upwards of that Maelstrom shotgun. So you do have to complete all of that to end up getting it. Interestingly, it also includes things like the Shrapnel Radar perk for MP, the Light Mend ammo mod and Tesla Storm field upgrades for zombies, the XM4 conversion kit, and a Black Cell exclusive blueprint that's a bonus only available to Black Cell users. Gobblegum Mania is going to be a zombies-only event that runs alongside that with the task of consuming gobblegums to help progress personal and community reward progress. Your personal goals will end up giving you things like those power keg and timeout gobblegums, but with a couple of other things, while the community goals eventually end up giving you the sort of permanent unlock ability to earn those all the time in every single zombies map. So those are probably going to not be finished, if that makes sense. Like, we're going to get those granted to us, because otherwise, why would they introduce Gobblegum that you can't organically unlock? The Archie's Festival Frenzy event is going to be coming back after that on the 19th. And if you remember the trophy hunt events for Modern Warfare 2 in 2022 and 2023, it's back that way, where you earn Jolly Archies from kills and caches and then unlock whatever you want in the order you want, upwards of that AMR Mod 4 sniper that is unlocked when you get all 12 items. Now, there are 13 items total, but one of those is a Black Cell exclusive operator skin for Nazir, so it doesn't count towards or against that sort of completion of 12. And then there was also a mentioned Squid Games event that was previewed, but no details have been given just yet. The armory is going to be added with this update, though interestingly, it wasn't highlighted in this blog really at all, save for one small, in parentheses, sort of footnote mentions of the hand cannon being in the armory for those that missed it out of the current hit list events going on right now for zombies. So it's gonna be there. It's just weird they didn't highlight this at all. And then finally, for multiplayer, rounding that out, the Ransnack mode is going to be a holiday version of Ransack, and Infectious Holiday is going to be a holiday version of Infected, which, speaking of, I really need to jump in on that, get my throwing knife challenges done, because I don't use the combat axes at all, and that's one of the challenges for 100%ers, so need to get that done. Zombies, of course, the big thing here is Citadel de Mort, with a new trailer, everything that comes along with it, new pack-a-punch camos, new traps, new all kinds of everything here. It's going to be that brand new experience, and again, the trailer that released today showcases everything with that pretty well. But outside of that, the blog post also detailed a couple of other things that aren't necessarily as main focal points of that trailer, or you might not have known about otherwise. Vulture Raid is a perk that is returning. This last seen in Black Ops 2, if I'm not mistaken. This is going to end up giving you better essence and ammo drops upon kills. Essence obviously being a big part here that does help, with major and minor augments to work with coming alongside that. There's a new ammo mod of Light Mend, where each bullet has a chance to transfer zombies' health for either normal or special zombies into health that is a healing glyph that moves towards nearby injured players, healing them in the process. Also, major and minor augments available for this. The Tesla Storm field upgrade is going to allow for 10 seconds lightning to connect to other players, stunning and damaging normal enemies with, again, you guessed it, major and minor augments to work with on this. New Gobblegums will see the Power Keg Rare one spawn a full power power-up. Timeout is an Ultra Gobblegum that will last 3 minutes and allows all normal and special zombies to be wiped out, while normal spawning of zombies will not resume during that 3-minute time frame. So I guess if you run out of the sort of pause timer effect here, you go through that 15 minutes in a match and you don't feel like saving and quitting to go and restart that, as it does if you just let it drain, this can offer you another 3 minutes. Interesting, but might be good for like Easter eggs or something as well. Holiday Cheer is a whimsical Gobblegum that zombies will have festive decorations, those coming along with this update as well. There's going to be a new zombies training course introduced, which is interesting, which is basic fundamentals like we have with MP for zombies on Liberty Falls, but is meant for the very sort of beginners to the zombies experience. And then special LTMs of Jingle Hells is going to be returning with themed zombies, special events and challenges, Gobblegum gifts, snowball piles, naughty or nice power-ups, snowmen, present boxes, Samta trials, not Sam trials, and frozen rounds. Gameplay changes as a whole. It was mentioned to the COD pod as of yesterday that they're reducing the number of Mangler spawns at mid to high rounds, so after 30, implementing a maximum cap on active Manglers in the game, ramping up until the cap is released at round 100. They've reduced the Mangler's arm cannon health. They significantly reduced the length of special rounds by reducing the number of spawns and adjusting the spawn delay rate for special rounds. And they scaled parasite damage between round 31 and 91, while finally slightly increasing damage scaling for base zombies at round 150 to 400. So if you're a grinder, you're going to notice those changes for sure. The other stuff definitely will come along more naturally though. Warzone, honestly, to round out everything here, frankly, not a whole ton. Warzone Big Map Ranked is going to be something where there are new rewards for career and seasonal ranks, where career gives you the skins like standard ranked, and new smaller items upwards of a knife blueprint and a win camo for 250 wins. Initially, I misinterpreted this as you had to finish top 250 to earn that camo at some point in your career, and I was like, that is some garbage, but thankfully it's only 250 high placement or top finishes here with this. I don't know if that counts for only wins or top fives or something like that, but it's going to take a while to get there. But just know that that's something you can still earn. You don't have to place top 250. There's going to be seasonal rewards granting you calling cards, decals, and a ranked blueprint for the M4. There were also some carryover ranked changes from Black Ops 6 ranked play, but also now available in Warzone, such as the party skill restrictions. Full parties don't have to adhere to any skill restrictions. It's just going to matchmake off that highest skilled player. Seasonal setbacks were adjusted, where those same setback adjustments from Black Ops 6 coming over into ranked as well. And the loss forgiveness, where every single player's first game of the day will end up being mitigated if you lose SR, that's also coming over as well. Now, there was a new change to SR in general, where they end up mentioning that they are changing the amount of SR earned per elimination, now being determined by rank in relation to your opponent. So if you're, say, a top 250 player and you kill a bronze or silver player, you're going to get minimal SR for that, which is an odd situation because you'd have to be playing in a full squad anyway because of that. But for theory's sake, let's just go with that. But if you are, say, oppositely a bronze player that kills a top 250 player, you're going to get the max amount of SR possible for that kill. And this will, of course, scale as you go along from the very beginning of the match to the end game where it's your final kills. So an interesting change, no less, for sure. Modes will have Sleigh Ride Resurgence returning to Urzikstan. Makes sense. Probably weren't expecting them to be on Urzikstan again this year, that they didn't have anything really built out for that. Holiday Rush on Area 99 brings Christmas trees and content to Area 99. And then the new perk of Reflexes will delay explosives in Warzone, which is basically the flex effects on explosives from last year. Anyways, that is Season 1 Reloaded in a nutshell and everything that got revealed today. So let me know your thoughts down below. Like anything in particular out of multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, drop your thoughts down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Black Ops 6 as we gear up for Season 1 Reloaded and beyond. I'd love to have you in the community. For now, thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care and peace.